Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today for class 8 students we are going to discuss assignment number 22 on number system. Okay, now let us see the first question. The first question is the value of 8 factorial divided by 4 factorial is. What is it saying? 8 factorial divided by 4 factorial is. What is 8 factorial? We all know that 8 factorial is nothing but 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. You can write it in that way, divided by 4 factorial. So 4 factorial cancels. Now we are left with 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. 8 5s are 40 into 7 4s are 7 6s are 40. So that is nothing but 1680. 1680. So out of the given 4 options, fourth option is 1680. That is the right answer. Okay. Now we'll move to the next question. If P is a prime, then the remainder when a power P times of P minus 1 factorial plus a is divisible by P. Here we have to use two theorems. One is Fermat theorem, the other one is Wilson's theorem. What is Fermat theorem? If HCF of a comma P is equal to 1, we know that a power P minus 1 is congruent to 1 modulo P. That is Fermat theorem. In this case, let us multiply both the sides with a. Then what you have? A power P is congruent to a modulo P. This is the first condition. Okay. Now, second thing, P minus 1. If P is a prime number, according to Wilson theorem, this is what we call as Fermat theorem. Fermat theorem. If you take Wilson's theorem, what is that? P minus 1 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo P. P is a prime number. If P is a prime number, P minus 1 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo P. That is otherwise P minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 modulo P. It's next, if you take plus 1 to the other side of it, or you add up minus 1 on both the sides, this is what we are going to have. This is second condition. Now using these two conditions, a power P is congruent to a modulo P, P minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 modulo P. Both are on base same modulo P. So we can say from 1 and 2, a power P times of P minus 1 factorial is congruent to a times of minus 1, that is minus a modulo P. Minus a modulo P. Now add up a on either sides, so it becomes a power P times of P minus 1 factorial plus a is congruent to minus a plus a is becoming 0. Nothing but a power P times of P minus 1 factorial plus a. I'll write it. A power P times of P minus 1 factorial plus a is congruent to 0 modulo P. 0 modulo P. So here whatever 0 we have, that will be the remainder. So here we are saying remainder. So that remainder is 0. That is nothing but the third option for us. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. Which of the following satisfies Wilson's theorem? Whenever you are talking about Wilson's theorem, here he is saying 4 minus 1 factorial plus 1. This 4. Whatever number we have here, that must be a prime number. In that case, this is not valid and this is not valid. Both are not valid. If you look at 5 minus 1, this is a prime modulo P. So this is a valid statement according to Wilson theorem. 3 minus 1 factorial plus 1 is 0 modulo 3. This is also valid because here 3 is a prime number as well as 5 is a prime number. So for this particular question, both 2 and 3 are right options. Okay. Now we will go to the next question. Show that 16 factorial plus 86 is divisible by 323. Okay. Let us make use Wilson's theorem in proving this particular question. Now, first let me take 323. 323 we can write as 17 times of 19. Both are primes. 17 19s are 323. Okay. Now, this is a prime number. This is also prime number. Both are prime. So Wilson's theorem I can use by according to Wilson's theorem. What you can say? P minus 1 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo P. This is the statement of Wilson's theorem. P must be the prime number, keep in mind. Now, let us take P as 17. If P is equal to 17, what do you have now? 17 minus 1, that is 16 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo 17. Modulo 17. Now, what I am trying to do is 16 factorial plus, I will add up 85 on either sides of it. So, it is 85 plus 1 is congruent to 85 modulo 17. But if you observe, 85 is a multiple of 17. So, if you divide 85 17, remainder will be 0. So, this is going to be 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 17. Okay, whenever this particular remainder, this is what we call as remainder. That remainder still can be further divided by 17. If you divide that with 17, remainder is going to be 0 because 85 is a multiple of 17. So here 0 is the remainder. So I will write the statement as 16 factorial plus 85 plus 1, that is 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 17. Let me take it as condition number 1. Now, second condition, if P is equal to 19, if P is equal to 19, what I am going to have is P minus 1, that is 18 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo 19. Modulo 19. Now, 19 can be written as 18 factorial can be written as 19 minus 1, that is 18 into 19 minus 2, 17 into 16 factorial, because in the question we have to get 16 factorial into picture. Okay, so I converted 18 factorial as 18 times of 17 into 16 factorial. 18 is 19 minus 1, 17 is 19 minus 2 into 16 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo 19. That implies, let us multiply this to 19 into 19, that is 19 square minus 19 minus 2 into 19. So minus 3 into 19 plus 2 times of 16 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo 19. Now, if you simplify this, in this simplification process, 19 square into 16 factorial minus 3 into 19 into 16 factorial, these are things, if it is 19 square times of 16 factorial plus 1 or minus 3 times of 19 times of 16 factorial plus 1, these are 19 multiples, so definitely they are divisible by 19. So we can neglect them, simply we can write now 2 times of 16 factorial plus 1 is congruent to 0 modulo 19. 0 modulo 19. Now, what I am trying to do is 2 times of 16 factorial plus 1 plus I will add up 171 on either sides. 171 modulo 19. That implies here 2 times of 16 factorial plus 171 plus 1 is 172 is equal to 171 is a multiple of 19. As it is a multiple of 19, here the remainder will be 0. 0 modulo 19. Okay, now that implies, let us divide with 2. So we have 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 9. So that we can say here this is the, as this I took this as first condition and this will be second condition. From 1 and 2, if you observe, 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 17. 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 19. So definitely we can say that 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 17 into 19. 17 into 19 is nothing but 323. So we can say 16 factorial plus 86 is congruent to 0 modulo 353. So the remainder is, in this case, 0. So it is certainly divisible by 323. Okay, that is the end of today's assignment. Thank you. Have a great day.